just wait and see. Right. Is it working? We're back online. Can you hear me? Sound is better, looks better. Guess what? I was coming to you live from here. This is a Pro Max 13 phone. It has 5G and doesn't work. This is using the club's internet and I have full signal here on this phone. This phone has 5G and 2 bars, doesn't work. Okay, so Erica, you are after Anadilia. I'm going to get back to Anadilia's reading. I put all her cards back in order to put them back on the table. Yeah, I haven't shuffled them or done anything with them. So we're going to restart her reading. Okay, Anadilia, if you're there, if you're not, this is your reading anyway. Erica, your question's in my email. Luckily for you, I can use this phone to check the email. We'll do that when we get there. Erica, there you are. All right. I'll look at that in a sec. Rocky, yes, you can send for yes and no questions to US$ at PayPal, please. All right, we're back. And Chris, I've seen that you made a payment as well, so I'll just put Chris there. So we've got 2 readings for Anadilia, 1 for Erica, and then 1 detailed one for Chris, and Rocky's going to pay for 1 or 2 yes and no things as well. So, all right, let's get cracking. Let's get back onto Anadilia's reading. I'm sure she'll join us in a sec, hopefully. I was getting really desperate just then, Chris. I had to totally go off my new phone. It will not work. The internet will not work on that phone. And that's stupid because this one is older and it's using the 4G signal from the club. It has no credit on it, so it can't. I was just about to pay for Telstra credit on that phone so that I can actually use it, because I'm pretty sure I put boost or something on this one. I don't know. I don't even know what I've put on this one. I'd have to literally get the chip out and see what it is and buff it up. So for next time, I might put credit on this one for a month so that we don't have this trouble tomorrow. Anyway, good news is I'm away out of that room, so we won't get bothered with lunch. And I came in here and shut all the glass doors to, number one, shut the music out, but also the people that come in to have their lunch and everything, I didn't want them sort of sitting right there and listening. All right, so back on with Anadilia. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she gets back in the room. Anyway, she can come and see her recording. I've received a $2 from Rocky. Rocky, we'll do yours after this first reading for Anadilia, and then we'll do Anadilia's second reading, and then we've got Erica and Chris with detailed readings, and then whoever pays after that. We'll just take it easy. We'll just take it one by one and see how things go. Chris and Nina, can you let people know that they may have to send me an email if I start having problems again with my connection? Okay, because it's currently showing me, it just showed me 1 person watching, then it showed me 3 people watching. So hopefully it's not going to start stuffing about with my readings again. All right, let's get back on to Anadilia. Now, I had read for about 2 minutes, so I'll keep talking at the moment, waiting for this to go down. And it was just a quick recap anyway, Anna. Anadilia, I said that I seen you with your commitment to what you're going to be doing. I seen you with all your training and your skills is sitting right there. But I seen this double 4. Now, right next to it, we have another 4. So 4 4s is like winning the jackpot. It's really, really good energy, especially when we're looking at learning something new, doing something new, and working at a new job. There's a lot of structure in place around all of this. There's also where I believe that you will not only be looking at this place, you will, if you get the job there, it does look likely that you're going to have the job because we have you standing between the 2 kings as your outcome, and this pretty much is like signing a contract. So that's your outcome sitting over there. So I'm going to say that 90% I think you've got this job. But I'm also seeing that there's an offer coming from somewhere else as well. So you will be contemplating, do I really want to dedicate to this and lock myself in? Or is there something else I want to do? Coming up for you, there's about returning to the past and like any training you did back in school or high school or university, whatever it is you've been doing over the past years, this is like returning to that kind of feeling. It's where you're emotionally committed to what it is you want to do. You've got a lot of emotion wrapped up in this particular job of what you want to do. It's like you're trying to prove something to yourself, but also a feeling of, let's say that you grew up in a family of people that worked as labourers, you know, not that that's a bad thing, or people that worked as cleaners. My husband was that kind of person. He grew up, his mum and dad were cleaners. Good profession, good money, but it's sort of like when you look at skill levels and things like that. Anyway, he ended up in IT. He ended up doing the training, he had a knack with computers and everything. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a need to prove something with this job, a need for you to feel that this is where I belong, this is what I want to do. I could go and work in the supermarket, or I could go and work as a cleaner, or I could start my own business and sell stuff online. But you want to, it's like you're proving something here with this job. You've actually got numbers that mean a commitment, a marriage. You've got 2, 4, 6. You may be running into somebody from the past, somebody that's trying to make some kind of reconciliation with you during this process of the job. Can anybody please let me know if you're still hearing what I'm doing on here, because I'm not seeing any text moving on the screen. So can anybody just flick and say yes, it's still continuing. We got 2 black 7s here, Anadilia. So the 2 black 7s would be telling me things like where you are feeling a bit pressured, a bit stuck into changing what you want to do. Let me just check that I'm still streaming away here. Yes. Okay. I just sent myself a message to make sure I'm still streaming here because the screen looks black to me. It might be because I'm logged into my own thing. You can hear me, you can see me, yes? Okay. Okay, I was just worried because that screen looked black to me, but I think it's because I'm using it. You can hear me. All right, so Anadilia, yeah, I feel like during the process with this job and everything, 2 black 7s is not great. It can be feeling forced into a position, forced to do things that you're not comfortable with, feeling like you just don't fit. So I feel the outcome though is showing me smooth sailing. You sitting between the 2 kings. Now, even if the 2 kings represent 2 females, 2 female bosses, these are the management. They're making money decisions. This is the work, this is the money, and this is you sitting in the middle of it all. There may be some sort of romantic connection to somebody within this job. There may be something a little bit more than just the usual working together kind of feel, but this is showing me smooth sailing and working towards a common goal. Okay, G-Ram, welcome to the room. So I'm not sure if Astro Love is here, but her reading is first online. I'll let her know. I'll send her a message after this one. We'll just do from the bottom of the deck, Astro Love, and make sure my clock's still going. Astro Love, I'm going to say congratulations on the job. If it's not this job, there's definitely a job in the wings. There is a few difficulties with it, but once you step over those difficulties, you're smooth sailing, you're having a great time. This is your lack of commitment to something to start with. It's like where you're branching free from something that has been not so great, and you're going into something that's going to be very profitable. Not only money terms, it's like you're going up the ladder with the money, but you're just feeling like this is what I've been wishing for, this is what I've been wanting. So let's just quickly look. I'll message Anadilia after this on the other phone to let her know that I've done her first one, and I'm going to be on to her second one. But we'll just do Rocky's question. Rocky, please put your question on there. Okay, and I'm wondering where Nina is. Hopefully Nina's getting back online to help out as well. Chris, thank you, holding down the fort. Okay, so this is for Anadilia and the paraprofessional job that she is applying for. How will the interview go? Will she be getting this job? How will it all work out? And when I stopped to see, make sure the cards were upright, I just seen the working woman, the woman who's on an agenda. So that's a good sign. All right. Okay, there's something unfair about this position. There's some sort of fairness, equality, something. There's something in reverse here. I feel like take your time when you're in the interview. Take your time. Tell them you need a little bit of time just to think about this if you're very nervous and all of that, because I'm seeing a rushed energy, a pushed energy, and then I'm seeing an unfair feeling there. Because judgment's in reverse, so that can be a defeatist attitude. It can be, oh, I'm not going to get this job, I answered that wrong, I shouldn't have answered like that. So if you haven't gone for the interview already, please, when you go, take some breathers, do some meditation before you go there, try and get a good sleep the night before. I see you celebrating some kind of success at the end of the interview, so you probably feel a little bit rushed and pressured at some point, but then you have this nice outcome here on the end with the Ten of Cups. I feel that this is representing all of the work and step by step and what you're going to be needing to do. I do feel you'd be putting up a bit of a barrier though about something. This to me is like riding to success, riding to your dreams with the Cancer star sign and the Aquarius star sign. It's like the two, the air, and which is your head and the thinking, and then the passion with the water sign, the emotions. But I also feel this is an energy of you transitioning to something you've been hoping for a while. It's like wish coming true. You will be holding on to the past, freaking out about, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, or whatever. But then I'm seeing the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles side by side. I feel that she represents you, this represents the boss, and it also is showing me some kind of success. Now the Four of Pentacles might mean that they're not paying you what you exactly thought you were going to get paid. So it may be something to do with that. All right, so that's our tarots. Now for the last part of the reading, we're just going to shuffle these. I want you to think of two questions, yes or no. Yes or no for Anadilia. Just think of yes or no, or energy around a certain thing. So you might say, if I get the job, will I be happy there? Or you might say, what's the energy about my current financial situation? Is it going to get better? So we'll do energy, but also try and give you a yes or no just to finish off the reading. And good luck with this, Anadilia. Here we go. First question is maybe, no, yes, so we can't get an answer. We'll do the energy on that first question. Second question is yes, no, and yes. So more of a yes with your second question. Now the energy, just to finish off here, the buzzer is going. Getting that to turn off, that was difficult. All right, you have two choices coming up for you. As I said right at the beginning of your reading, I was feeling like this is not the only job you're applying for. This is not the only option you've got presented to you at this time. One thing, you know what the job is, you know who the people are, you know what the timing is. The other one you're a little bit suspicious about, you're not too sure if it's what you want. Try and cut off anything that's binding you to the past or pulling you backwards. If you're insecure about your own self-worth or your own knowledge around certain things, you need to cut that anchor loose and be positive and move forward. You do have wishes and dreams coming true, whatever they may be. That's come out twice in the reading that you're getting wishes coming true. Your second question or your energy around it is my favorite card in all of my decks, the Sun, strength and unity and growth. It's also healing. You will have a mountain to face with this new job if that's what you are asking about. There will be mountains, there will be obstacles. This card is not here to tell you you can't get there. It's to tell you that be prepared for these obstacles and face them head on. Okay, and then you have this nice new beginning card. So congratulations, it looks like you've got the job. Now before I do Rocky's $2 yes or no question, I'm just going to message Anadilia in WhatsApp to let her know I've done that reading and I'm about to do the second one. Okay, I've just let her know I'm back on live. All right, so that's her first one done. Rocky, let's do you now. What is your question? Will Roberta come with you to Venice? I'll just let Nina know I'm back on as well. Okay, in case she doesn't realise I'm back on or can see the old one. All right, so what will we do? It's just a $2 one, so we're doing top and bottom of the tarot deck. Rocky, 1, 2, 3. Will Roberto come with your name in my head to Venice? Wow. Will Roberto travel to Venice? I'm just going to ask a question in my head because I know you don't want me to say your name. I've never been anywhere out of this country apart from on a cruise ship 20 years ago, 2001, right after 9/11. I think it was like 2 weeks later. And it might not even been 2 weeks later. Yeah, and we got a massive upgrade because all of the Americans weren't on the ship. So we got a massive upgrade and I absolutely had a disgusting time on the cruise. I was sick. We went 7 days and I was sick for probably 5 of them. Not vomiting or anything, just didn't like it. All right. I don't think so, Rocky. If we went by yes and no, we've got no, yes, 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 definitely no, and maybe no. Okay, so we've got a kind of a 50-50 thing here. This is telling me no. This is somebody, the hermit, doesn't want to go, can't go for whatever reason. This is telling me you're disappointed, you're upset, it can mean, these two together can mean somebody that's had some kind of injury or illness and they can't go anywhere, they're not well. He may be responsible for his mother or his father or something. He may be sorting something out. But this is telling me some kind of excuse here to do with some kind of healing or illness or something like that. We then have the Sun, which is normally, yes, finally success. The Three of Swords also being in reverse can be you being very disappointed, brokenhearted, going, oh my God, I thought you would come with me. Like, what's the story? Now, I do know, I think it's you, Rocky, that's Virgo. If you are Virgo, this simply would be a yes. This would be a yes, this would be a yes, and this would be a yes. And then we would only have these two telling me probably not. Now this would then turn into the planning. So let's just take this one out. And you're Sagittarius? Okay, so it's not the Virgo energy. We've got the Hermit energy. This is where somebody wants to stay at home. They don't want to do anything, they want to go. I'm not seeing anything to do with money, so there's no problem with money. These cards without those two, without the Hermit and that, this is telling me, yes, he's going. He's going to change his mind, make a snap decision and say, yep, I'm coming. After something is better. So let's say this is his mother or father, gets ill. This is the healing going on, and I probably can't come. I've got to look after her. What will she do if I'm not here? Whatever. Okay, there's something he's trying to look after. This is where it all comes good. This is where he says, yep, I've changed my mind, I've made a decision, let's go. And this would be the planning in progress. I just felt that this will be somebody putting a wall up saying, I just can't. So is he going? Let's just see with these, yes or no. Now I did a test the other day. I'm using a totally different phone. I'm using my iPhone 11, my old phone. And it has a chip in it that is connected to the other network, but it has no credit on it. So I think because it's connected to the other network, it's using that through, and the club is on that network. So I think because this phone's on that network, even without credit, it's using more of the internet from the club, whereas that one is on a different network. So anyway, I'm not happy that we've changed chips in our phones. I might have to get a second chip in that phone to be using when I'm going live, to use a different number or whatever. Anyway, this is just to clarify with Rocky, just 3 cards more. Will Roberto be going with Rocky to Venice? Will he end up going with her to Venice? Hopefully, fingers crossed, three positive cards we're looking for. The Sun, best card in the deck, Sun coming out twice, that would be a yes. This would be the doorway, the opportunity, not a yes, not a no. This would be a no, something holding him back. Cards won't answer me. I feel that he will want to go. There'll be some sort of excuses, and there may be a change of a plan for him to go. I'd have to give you... I'm going to give you a yes, but there's going to be difficulties about it. So you may fly over there to go, and then he joins you later. So let's say you're going for 2 weeks. He might come for 1 week and then have to go home, or he may come the second week to join you. But I'm going to give you a yes that he might be there partially, for part of it. Hopefully he comes. But unfortunately, the cards weren't very good. They weren't clear. They weren't a straight out yes and a straight out no. Okay, Athena, I'm working my way through. I have to do Anadilia's second question. Is Anadilia back on now? I told her that I'm on. Astrolove, you're there? Okay, Astrolove, here we go. So your first question was done right at the beginning of this video. I don't know if you can go backwards and listen to it as soon as I finish this, or do it later. But yes, I did do your first one. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Anadilia, you have been talking to someone called Rick. He is a Virgo. and you feel that there's been, since the last conversation, it's like he's ghosting you. Why? Like, what's going on there, and what's the outcome? What's going to happen between Anadilia and this Rick the Virgo? What's going to happen to Anadilia and Rick the Virgo? My world, everybody, is Nina. And for those of you who remember Nina as Mama B, so my world is Mama B, Nina. She had to change because of somebody that was doing something. All right, what's going to happen between Anadilia and Rick? Is this going to go somewhere, or is it done? It's sad that this has happened. Like you said, things were really good. The first lot of cards are showing me a really, really good connection. All right, this is showing me the past and the connection. It starts off really good. This is making a plan. This is thinking about how connected you both are, and you both like similar things, and you talk really well with each other. He's somebody that you like the look of him, you like the way he dresses or whatever. So this is really nice energy. You might like what he does for work. And this is just basically invitations and talking backwards and forwards. Then we have this. We have some kind of silence and withdrawal. Now, so this is what's happened. Now, when I look at the next row, we have something sharp and unexpected happening here around him. Now he's now turned in from the king, which is desire and more of a stability kind of person, to somebody that's a bit of a player. So I don't know if he was talking to you and he'd already made a connection with somebody else, but this is kind of what it looks like, that somebody else he used to be talking to has bang, suddenly shown up back in the picture, because we've got some kind of past connection that was broken and a third party thing coming up here. So I feel that somebody that he was with, somebody he was married to or whatever, I just think that they may have showed up. I don't see that he wants to go down that path with this person, but I think he's cut you off because of somebody else. Okay? The outcome on the two of you, of where this thing with Rick might go, Anadilia, I do feel they'll be reconnecting again, they'll be talking again. I also feel this is telling you about that he's not your only option. That maybe just socialise and talk to a few other people and make some friends. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. He's decided to go silent for whatever reason. I feel like this is you making choices for you and moving forward, but this could mean that there might be a reconnection. I'm only saying that because we have an apology, but we have it followed by a withdrawal of the apology. So this is sort of like truth coming out, and this is a lie. This is something hidden. So I'm not too sure what's going on with this guy, Anadilia. I'm not liking it. I'm not liking it at all. And then we've got this here, which is all gossip and secrets, and it can even be jealousy and stuff like that. So this reading I'm doing at the moment is for Astrolove, if everybody's wondering. Up next we have Erica with a detailed reading, and then Crystal with a detailed reading, and then it looks like somebody else. All right, let's keep going with the tarots. Let's see what they have to say. Anadilia has a connection to Rick the Virgo. What's happening there with this? What's gone wrong? And what will happen with it? I hated when I seen that 3 sitting there, especially next to a 2. And because it can mean that someone he broke up with or whatever has showed up. Now, if he has children, the 3 could represent children, and the ex and the child causing problems. And so he has to literally, like his ex might have showed up and said, if you keep talking to this woman, you're not seeing our daughter anymore, or you're not seeing our son anymore, or stuff like that. Okay, so it can be where somebody's put the screws down on him and stopped things. Let's just see what the tarot has to say about this connection. Now, for everybody that's having a reading today, when I do the tarots for you, and Rocky, if you're still there and listening, the tarots I pulled for you, go to Psychic Revelation. Psychic Revelation has a detailed reading on every card in upright position or reverse position, and you can look at the different sections of this card. You can look at a general reading, a career or financial reading. You can look at love and relationship readings. When I'm reading for myself, that's what I use, because instead of me trying to figure it out the way I want it to be. All right, and sometimes I don't like it. So let's see what the tarots have to say. Yeah, so grab a pen while you're waiting. Erica, Chris, if you want to do it. Chris, I know you can read them yourself anyway. Yeah, and just write them down or keep the video frozen and go and look them up. All right, so what's going to happen, Anadilia? I'm not seeing great things about this connection in the end. Here right now, what's the problem? Here's the rushed energy, the playboy energy, the making you feel good energy, and he's telling you you're everything to this person, you're his empress, you're just everything he wants, but there's something hidden here with this connection. This is what I'm not liking. There's something else in the background there. Where things are going at the moment is if you manifest what it is you want, you will be having a conversation with him and just saying, you know, like, what's the story? What's going on here? I thought that this was going step by step. We're getting to know each other. Things were going well. Like, please explain, like, what's going on. Now, in the very distant past, whenever I used tarots, I would say that these two were psychologist and doctor. So like a medical feel's coming out here, and this would then turn into sickness or medication. So there may be that something has gone wrong medically with him, physically with him. He may have some kind of anxieties about things, or he may be dealing with somebody that's feeling that way. And he's had to just literally just let you go and shut you out. Now, the other way of looking at this is you have been trying to manifest things to be, you get to know each other, you date each other, you get more solid with each other, you move in with each other. You know, you may have been looking way, way ahead about where you two were going. You may have voiced this, and this person has turned their back on that conversation and thought, I thought we were just having fun. I thought that this was just a connection, you know, and you were seeing it as something big. He wasn't. So it looks like it's coming from two different directions. Now, I said I don't like the outcome. I feel you're going to be pulling this whole thing apart. When you last talked to each other, did you say the wrong thing? Did he say something that indicated there was something wrong there? So this is you analysing the whole thing about you two being together. It's also you're going back to the drawing board. Where did you meet him? Who else were you talking to? Is there somebody else you could start socialising and talking to? So I feel like you're not going to give up on him, but you are going to look at what else is out there. And I think that's advisable. I think that this thing's going to become too much for you. We got the burden card here. I think that he may have felt that the whole thing was too much. You may have been on higher money, higher income than him. That can be a problem with men as well. So here we've got the final outcome is you making a firm decision about where you're going next. Bottom of the deck of what might eventuate. There could be a reconnection with him. There could be getting together. It could just be a sexual fling kind of thing. It could just be talking sexy with each other. Then we have this emotionally disconnecting. And then we have this going away in a different direction. So not feeling great things about you and this connection to Rick. Nothing really came out in the poker deck and nothing came out there. Let's just get some messages from here. I want you to think of 2 questions, yes and no, just in case they come out. Show me What does Anna need to hear about Rick the Virgo and this situation? What else does she need to hear here? She has 2 questions in her mind. If you want to give her a yes, what was that? You will be happy soon. Dropped out. Okay, what else does Anna need to hear about this connection to Rick? What's going to happen with it? And also she has 2 questions in her mind. Are they yes or no? Top and bottom. Good luck. No, yes, no, no. No, yes, no, no. So you're not getting a yes or no answer. So I'll just give you 3 of these to finish off, but I'll give you the messages. This is what you need to hear. A new family member is on its way. Love will become the focus. You might be wrong about a person or a situation or whatever, so you may have been misguided with this connection. You need to listen and be very open to a change that's on the horizon. Something seems very suspicious right now, and a celebration is coming. Somebody's wedding, some kind of party is coming up where you're going to be involved. All right, so lastly, just 3 of these to finish off, and thank you for your donation, and thank you for your patience with yesterday. I got it all set up twice and ended up, it was pelting it down, it was thunder and lightning, and yeah, it just wasn't good. All right, this is just to finish off for Anadilia. Rocky is done. Erica's up next with, her question is on my email, isn't it? All right, here we go, Anna. Your outcome cards, they start off fantastic with the sun. Can be Leo energy around you at the moment. It can be you need fire in your belly, you need to make a choice and move forward. You do have sexual energy around you. Now, this could be simply telling me that you and this Rick guy have a sex-only connection. You know, friends with benefits connection, a sexual desire kind of connection, and it's no more. Here is something confusing you there. Anyway, that's you. Thank you so much for your donation today. Erica, I'm going to read your question. I'm going to grab my water and make sure I drink all of this water today. I haven't been drinking water. I'm very bad. And I listen to the thread that I follow that says, don't drink tap water, it's toxic, it's got chemicals in it, it comes down dirty pipes, don't drink bottled water, it's just as bad. There's this person trying to sell this device that I think it makes the pH or something to do with the water. It reckons that normal water out of the tap and in the bottle is very acidic, and acidic causes sickness and pain and all sorts of things to not go well. But the problem is the machine is thousands of dollars, and even paying it off is just too much. And I'm not even sure whether it's just some sort of sales thing. I've been drinking it since I was born. I've been drinking out of the tap since I was born. So be it. So anyway, Erica, your question. Nina, are you in the room? Nina, are you there? I'll just message you in here. I've just messaged you, Nina. All right, question time. Okay, I believe the ex-wife Shahan has been calling my phone, hanging up. What a weirdo. And oh, so you want to see why she would call you and then hang up, and why do you know for sure it's her requesting you to, like, she can follow you on TikTok? Is it definitely her profile, or is she using something fake? Because it's just weird. She wants to follow you on TikTok and then she's ringing you up and hanging up. It could just be somebody, you know, being an idiot. But anyway, hi there, Lisa. How are you going? Welcome to the room. I'm working my way through the paid donations. If you were going to get a reading today, Lisa, yeah, the readings are, all the information comes up on the screen. It's all in US dollars though. So if you are paying and you use the, Alicia, hi. Alicia is my daughter, everybody. Hey Alicia, so explain, it's all in PayPal and it's all in US dollars. So 12 US dollars buys you a detailed reading and 7 US dollars buys you a mini reading and 2 US dollars will give you a yes or no. Anyway, I've got to get on with it. Erica, we're looking at your husband's ex-wife, Jahan, what's going on with her and all of these phone calls. So we'll start with the poker deck. This is a detailed reading. And up next we've got you, Crystal. So Crystal, I think I can see your question on PayPal. I had a lot of trouble getting online, Alicia. Had a lot of trouble getting online. I think it's the new plan with our phones. This is the old phone. Here's your phone here that we did a swappy. That phone won't work, won't go on live. There's no signal. It just turns me off. Anyway. And I went all around the club looking for a signal. It's not there, but it's on the old phone. And it's using club's internet. Weird. All right, here we go. Erica. Welcome back, Divine Goddess. How's your part of the world today? Okay, here we go. Erica. What is Jahan, the ex-wife of Lance, is it? Lance? What's she up to? Why is she requesting to follow her on TikTok? Why is she calling and hanging up? What's going on with her? Is this anything to do with money? All right, here we go. First card out is all about jealousy. Okay, first card out is completely about jealousy. This is somebody that doesn't fit in their own world. They feel like they'll walk into a room and they're wearing pink and everybody's wearing black. And they're like, oh my gosh, I don't fit here. That's where she's at. It's also about her just feeling like gossip and jealousy and nitpicking. It can be gaslighting. The fact that you think it's her calling your phone and then hanging up, it's just not on. If I was you, I would be getting a totally new phone number, only giving it to the people that need to have it. If it's a business phone number, like mine's a business phone number, because I'd like to get rid of my number. Yeah. Anyway, we have that this is why she's calling. Okay, so I just assume that this is her ex-husband, your current husband, Lance. She's calling and she's doing all of this sort of thing because she still feels that it's him and her. Even though they've been divorced for, 3 years, and she ran away with somebody else and that's why they divorced and everything, she still feels that the life you have with him, the house you have, the house you're going to buy, the holidays you go on. I have a friend that she sees Facebook and all of this sort of thing, and she sees her ex-husband in his retirement going to this place and going to that place, and she always will bring it up that was my plan. We plan to go there. We plan to buy that house. So I feel that this is what she feels, that she still feels that not only that she still is attached to him, she probably in her own head, this is her head, she feels that he still thinks about her in this way. So this is what's going on with her. She wants to get in. Now you said, was it anything to do with money? We do have money here. We do have where if she gets $80, let's say, if she gets the $80, $80 goes out the door. So it's like she's barely covering her money. And so she's thinking about how she can make more money. What can she find out? Probably watching your TikTok will give her information about what you two are doing, where you travel, or what you're doing, or what you've got in your house, or if you're buying it, you know, like she might want to get in to be able to basically spy. The middle of it, it's looking pretty good. This is somebody that wants to talk about the plans for the future. She is using the child as leverage. I know he's grown up. I think you said he's 18 or 19 or something. She may be trying to use that. But this is usually somebody that needs to grow up as well. This can represent her being stupid, being silly, because this usually represents the little boy that needs to grow up, or the little woman that needs to grow up, the little girl. This here is where she's thinking that if she makes peace with you, if she becomes your friend and starts to talk to you, maybe she can have some kind of access into your life with Lance. Maybe you can be good bosom buddies so that she can get back in there. Her outcome of what's going to happen to her with what she's doing is blank, 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 blank. It all doesn't work. So her plan, this is where somebody wants to sneak around and be in the background. I called you, and then she doesn't speak and she hangs up. That's just hassling you. This is harassing you and being sneaky, hoping that Lance picks up your phone and answers it, and then she can talk to him. This is somebody very, very jealous, very angry about where things are going. And this is also about lies and secrets and things like that. This here is all about her wishes coming true. So her wish is this blackness for you. So yeah, not very nice energy at all. My world, Nina, did we sort out that thing? Bottom of the deck. Okay. Bottom of the deck, what's going on? If you look at this, this is probably, because this is about her, Lance, and the child, right? It's her family. He's hers. They had a child together. So that's where she's at. With what? With being irresponsible and angry. This is frustration, anger, wanting to tell lies, wanting to spoil something, sabotage something, get involved. She doesn't fit. This means somebody that doesn't fit. This is your world now, you and him, and the son, but yeah, doesn't fit. So is it financial? Possibly. There was stuff about her not doing too well as far as, you've heard both your readings, good for you, that's great. Hopefully it worked out well for you, Astrolove. Thanks again for your patience. Okay, let's just see what we get on Jahan and what's going on with her. And let's see, is it her making these phone calls and then hanging up? I mean, who else would it be just doing that? It's something that a teenager in school would do to somebody else. All right, what's going on with Jahan, and why she want to be on the TikTok? What's going on with her? I should have actually done them because they got cards that represent somebody trying to spy and interfere. First row, what's going on? The money card, working hard, working towards that direction, wanting and needing money and knowing that it's a hard journey there. This here is all about marriage and commitment and everything. So why are these coming out in this negative area here? Because of the devil. Manipulation, toxicity, anger, frustration, trying to ruin this. So if this is you and Lance and you both work and you're pulling in the money and you got the marriage and stability and you had your wedding and everything, she didn't know about it. This is what she's trying to do. She's trying to implement something. She's trying to worm in. What's going to come through? I feel that this represents the strength and the love between you and Lance, but it also could mean that she feels that that's hers. You just donated for another detail. Okay, no problem. Here I see this being, even though it's not in reverse, reverse is manipulation. I think she's trying to make something happen. She's trying and working out, how can I get involved? How can I be around him? How can I, make them feel sorry for me or whatever? She's lost in memory lane here. This is trying to manifest what she had, trying to manifest things back. She will eventually be having a conversation, but she doesn't listen. This is where somebody, either you are turning your back and saying, look, I don't want to talk to you, not interested in having a conversation with you, or it's her not listening to the facts. The outcome, this is your reading about her, the outcome is Sun and Star. Really nice energy. This is strong energy, something growing, something wishes coming true here. So if your wish and your desire, Erica, is she just pisses off and leaves you alone, that's what the outcome will be. But also, you're going to find out what's going on here, and you're going to settle down and know that what you have with Lance, you've got married, you're looking at a house, it's strong, it's solid, it's locked in. He left, he doesn't want that life, and it won't matter what she's doing. In fact, it could sabotage any hope of any connection. But I feel like this is all going to go the way that you're wanting things to go. Bottom of the deck, what might be hidden with her is she's stressed to the max. She's causing her own drama. Don't let her get in and cause drama for you. You have a happy, solid connection there, and it's all going to fall apart with what she's trying to do. I feel that this is her, in her mind, trying to plan, trying to say something, trying to get into this connection you have to destroy it. So, and that's what we have, okay? Let's just look now at, I wanted to look at these, just give you more information. I want you to think of 2 yes or no questions now, Erica. You had the Sun fall out on the table with getting out of the maze and then a family connection there. All right, what else does Erica need to see about this situation? And also 2 yes and no's, top and bottom. No, she won't get in. She won't get in because the thing I see with you and him is very solid. You're on your journey. I think she may just, with that memory lane card, I think that at times she might go through some photos and get a photo album out and look at her wedding to him, or she might still have her wedding rings, and you know what I mean? Like, I think she, when things are not going the way she planned, and she sees that you two are financially stable and moving forward, and she's thinking, that was my life, that's what I want. My friend that I was talking about, that talks about, that was supposed to be her and him, she's not bitter or anything. She's not trying to sabotage what he has. She never has been. She just feels sad that what he did, because he cheated with that person and then she kicked him out, and that was their future plan of what him and this woman are living. And yeah, she just gets a bit sad about that he caused it, and yeah. But she doesn't harass them or anything. She's actually friends with both of them because she had a daughter with him, and they're friends. They became friends in the end. All right, let's do your yes and no. Now, we might not get a yes or a no. So your first question, we've got yes, no, and yes. So it's more of a yes, leaning towards a yes. And your second question is maybe, yes. So it's a maybe, yes. So both questions are sort of floating towards yes, but let's just read out your energy to finish off. You're being told to ground yourself, growth and stability, and moving forward, and focus on the positives, not the negatives. And things are growing and moving forward. There is some kind of secrets and things going on, possibly for Lance or her. There is something hidden here. You need to just Move forward and focus on what you know, not what you don't know. Okay, and you will win here. You've got some kind of luck going your way. You are focused on the direction of where you need to be. There is some kind of apology coming in, or possible regrets and saying, look, I'm sorry that this happened, or some kind of reconciliation kind of feel going on here. There's also an appreciation feeling, and this is you being you and looking at where you've come from, what you're doing, and what your plans are. And it's also about nurturing and caring for yourself. Anyway, that's you. I'm going to have a drink, and we're on to Chris. Crystal, I'm assuming that your question might be in PayPal. I still can't believe that this phone, this expensive phone compared to that phone, and it's a newer phone, this is a 13, this is 11. Can't believe that the 11's working and the 13's not. Crazy. All right, it may have been the music playing in there. YouTube may have turned it off because the music playing. I didn't receive any emails to tell me that though. Normally they send me an email to say that there was music on. They don't just shut the channel down. All right. Oh, we've got, where's Crystal? Show all. All right, there's Anadilia yesterday, then Erica, then we did our $2 Rocky thing. Chris is up next, a general for December. Okay. Then we have Erica again. New job soon. So that's another detailed. Girls, put a close on the readings for now till I catch up. After that we have GRAM. What have you paid for there? Is that 2 minis or? Let me just check the currency. I've got currency converter on here. Oh, hang on, that was Australian dollars, wasn't it? You've either paid for 2 minis or a detailed reading with a tip, or a detailed reading with a yes and no. GRAM, can you just confirm what I'm doing for you when I get to you? And then after GRAM we have Sophie with a detailed read. It's funny, some of you pay from America and you pay and it shows up as the 12 US dollars, and some of you pay in American dollars but it shows up as Australian dollars. One detailed reading, okay, detailed for GRAM. Okay, now Sophie's question is on PayPal, the question, and Chris, general for December, new job for Erica, detailed. All right, so we got detailed, 4 detailed readings to come. All right, so we're going to put a pause on the readings. I can stay online. I'm not in a room where anybody's going to shove me out today. So fingers crossed, we keep our connection going. I am going to plug in the phone to power because I've just noticed the phone, because this wasn't charged up ready for today. That's the wrong one. Just plug this into my power bank so we don't lose connection because of power, because it uses a hell of a lot of power streaming for over an hour. All right, we've got power, all good. All right, so Chris, detailed reading for December, and how did the concert go? Alicia, if you're still watching, really Chris there is Crystal over in America. She went to Las Vegas and watched Usher. on the weekend. How amazing is that? All right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Crystal, let's see what comes up. What's going on for Crystal in December? What's going on for Crystal in December? I put the energy out there this morning before I came here that there would be no music in this room, and there's not. So, I did have to shut the glass doors though, because there are people right there and they would hear everything I was saying if I didn't shut them. All right, here we go. Crystal and December. Good luck, Crystal. Let's see what we've got ahead for you. Now, because this is general what you've asked for, as you know, I'll be looking at this from all facets. We'll look at financial, we'll look at it from love, if love is there, and we'll look at it from medical or sickness or whatever. Okay, so looking at it medically speaking first, the problem areas in December are the doctor, the sickness, a parent figure or a parent, probably male. It's like whatever medication or whatever's been going on for this person, it doesn't work. Something needs to be tweaked, something needs to be changed here. There is some kind of feeling of somebody stepping in to help. So let's say this is, I think it was your stepfather that's not well. Let's say it's him. This would be where somebody says, look, I'm going to come over twice a week and I'm going to take over from here and let your mum go and go off and do some shopping or have some dinner. I just feel like there's going to be some kind of help offered to care or step in. Also, there's some kind of medical thing that might be a bit dodgy. So they may offer a new type of chemo, or say there's a trial going on for ABC. We think that you could participate in this. So there's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of hesitation, but it is showing sickness that's at the top of the Richter scale. Yeah, so I feel like part of December there's going to be stuff going on around that particular individual. With work, I'm seeing you doing more hours, more work, and it's like you're running around with your head chopped off. It's sort of like where, oh yes, I'll get that done for you, and you've only got like 1 hour left of work, and then you're doing something for somebody else and you're finishing off something else, and you look at your clock and 3 hours have gone by. So I feel like it's going to get pretty hectic. Now, it doesn't have to be work that you go to a job and clock on. It could be working and helping out with the family or a friend. There's also a feeling of discontent between you and an individual. This male, he comes across as being shut off or cold or distant about a particular thing, and you're trying to discuss something, you're trying to plan something with him. It's got something to do with money or responsibility, and then there's almost like a bit of an argument there. It can be resentment, it can be uneasy feelings, or something that needs to be said but it's not being said. So there's a bit of a conflict thing. Now, I'm not sure if it's with people, a personal matter, or whether it's somebody at work. Yeah, so I am seeing that as well. Now, all of these things I'm telling you, as you know with the readings, one of them might happen and the other two might not be anything to do with you. But I just don't like, you have a surprise coming in, like you find something out, and I feel it's to do with a medical thing, because this could represent a doctor, hereditary, and then something that doesn't work. Because this would be, if it was red, it would be a medication or a procedure or a type of therapy, like, oh, hey, Crystal, your ankle, you're going to need to go and do physiotherapy, and this would be red, and that's all going to work. When I see it black, it's like something doesn't work. or something that you're saying, no, I'm not doing that therapy, I'm not interested in that. It could even just be an injection for something. But yeah, I'm seeing a struggle, sitting in the struggle and the problem area. There may also be a bill that you didn't see coming. So I do know that you've just sold a house, bought a house, moved into the house. There may be something around the structure that needs a repair. So I don't know if it's a brand new house that you bought, but there may be something that needs a repair, because I'm seeing a pipe and I'm seeing a workman turning up in a van. So I feel like there may be something that you think is going to cost $6, but it's actually going to cost $10. So it's a lot more than you first thought. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. So be ready. Hopefully you got your savings there in the bank. It does look like there's some cost coming up. Then as we move through into the month, you're disconnecting from something. Now, looking at job, we'll go with job first. This would be where you're finished with one job, you're finishing up, you're signing on the dotted line, I'm done here, I'm not committed to this anymore, you're moving forward. Where you move forward to is very, very satisfying. This is love and happiness and contentment. This would be the boss. The boss would be just like being at home, you know? And this would be the new adventure coming up. Romantically, I feel this is meaning that you're involved with somebody that either lost their partner or they are divorced. So I feel that you're going into something with somebody here, going to be going on a nighttime adventure through December. It's going to feel very satisfying, very beautiful, a lot of fun, a lot of people around, eating food, enjoyment. This is beautiful energy. But it's coming through from, another way of looking at it is this person had tickets to a concert. The person they were supposed to go with has reneged or didn't pay for their ticket, and you get a free ticket and you go along. But I'm feeling like you're going to be connected to somebody. You may also be emotionally disconnecting from somebody because you're connecting to somebody else. So I'm not going to put names out there because I don't want to taint the reading with particular names about people. You know the people involved. So yeah, I feel that this might be you deciding to emotionally disconnect from somebody and think, no, this is not going to work, and this is you going into something that does work. There's not a solid commitment at this point in December, but there's definitely a lot of happiness and fun here. Really like that energy. In regards to the health-related matter I seen at the beginning, this would tell me that's something to do with two. So your eyes, the ears, the breasts, the ovaries, the testicles, the kidneys, 2 legs, 2 arms. So 2, where the problem is sitting, this is a good outcome. This is where things turn around and you're like, what a relief. Everything you hoped for will happen in a good way. So yeah. Then towards the end of the month and going into next year, we've got a bit of drama going on here. This is frustration, things not turning out the way they planned. You do have a sequence, the whole reading had the double 9s, the double 5s. It's all about babies, pregnancy, but at this stage it's talking about the future, talking about how old you want to be when you have babies, who you're going to have babies with, whatever. So it's all talking and planning. It can even just be thinking about it, Crystal. But this here can be some confusing matter that comes up, some painful thing, emotionally painful. It could be to do with what I seen right at the beginning, where somebody, their sickness peaks, then it comes good, and then it peaks again, okay? We've also got you identifying who you want to be around going into 2024 and who you're going to cut out, because this is literally like you sitting down with a pen and a paper, writing down the people that are in your life, that have been in your life, and what you've been working with them, you're friends with them, you're in love with them, whatever. You're working out who doesn't need to come along into 2024, and you're picking what fits. Okay, this is you being happy and secure in your decisions. Work-wise, this would be one job ending and a new job starting. So it may all be happening to do with your work in December. This would be a tough break. So if you do go into a new job which looks like it's very satisfying, very familiar for you, very happy, very truthful and honest with what you are and what you do, this would be where you're trying to break free of where you were. Okay, and it's hard. It's hard to let go of what that was. Be very, very careful in cars in December, where you're walking, walkways around your house. If you're coming in late at night, make sure that if there's something you were using, that it's not laying on the ground, or if you've been watering the garden, that the hose pipe is not laying across the grass, because this can represent injury. Okay, if there is an injury, it's minor, and then you just repair and whatever. All right, so that's what we got there. Crystal, we're just going to do top and bottom of the tarot. The buzzer has gone. Show me what else for Crystal in December, and then we'll do energy readings off the Lenormand deck. What's coming towards Crystal for December? It's 30th of November here, guys. Last day of the month. Can't believe the year is gone. I was actually doing my finances the other day, and since my husband retired, the first 6 months of the year, I was doing well financially, a lot better than usual. But then now, from July to now, my financial situation for me personally is a lot lower. I'm not sure why. Anyway, let's see, Crystal and December. It's a mixed match of good and not so great, okay? So there will be some tough decisions coming up with the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is Two of Spades. It can be where you've lost your drive and your commitment towards something. Can be a job, can be a person, but I feel that this is where you're not wanting to participate in whatever that is anymore. You're sick of whatever's going on around with that. That's the Eight of Swords. So you start off the reading with December being Two of Swords and Eight of Swords. Now, work-related stuff, this can be the disconnection from where you're working. And this is the memories and everything that were there. Don't get stuck in the memories. Don't get stuck in the past here. Medically speaking, this would be a parent or somebody that is a step-parent and a grandfather, grandmother. This would be some kind of medical thing that's not working, okay? Because the black eight is the black eight that you had there. That's where something's not working. On the other hand, you have the High Priestess. You have very good energy here, trusting in your own gut, trusting in your instincts of what you want to do, making a firm commitment. I feel this might be about a new job. It can be about a commitment to somebody as well, like something coming up where trust in what you feel here. And then the Wheel of Fortune has started. So your journey has started. Something lucky coming there. Now, I don't tell people to gamble, but if you are in Las Vegas again, maybe put $10 in a slot machine and see how you go, because you got the Wheel of Fortune there and you got some kind of benefit coming out of that. All right, and lastly, we'll just do 2 energy readings. You can call it yes or no. I'll give you a yes or a no if it comes up. Anyway, Crystal, thank you for the donation today. Up next, we have Erica. Erica wants to know, will she be getting a new job and when? Okay, this is just to finish off for you, Crystal. Think about your yes or no or your energy around a certain thing. Let's see what we get for you, Crystal. Yeah, so we got Erica, then we got G-Ram, then we got Sophie. That's the order there. So it's not G-Ram, it is Erica is next. Erica paid again. And she was before GRAM. Her payment came in before him. What's not right? Erica, I'll just finish this and then you write on the screen what you're talking about there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. You might be talking about what I said, what your question was. All right. Your energy, yes or no, we'll do first. First question we got yes, maybe, yes. So that's a maybe yes. Your second question we got no, yes, yes. Your second question looks about romance and fooling around and having a good time. And your first question looks about more stability and long-term commitment with somebody. Still romantic, both romantic, but also to do with jobs and things like that. I can see that as well. So your last messages today, Crystal, are somebody dedicated by your side. They want to be there no matter what, want to take you on a journey. It can be a romantic option, can be somebody asking you to go somewhere. You're looking at two different ways of thinking here, two different people, two different journeys here. And you will be celebrating and enjoying yourself with Mr. Wonderful, whoever he is here. This could be celebrating a new job as well. And you're tying off loose ends and you're moving towards the future that you want. Down here we have this trying to get somebody to make a move on something. Can be a job, can be romantic, whatever. This is like, come on already, let's get this thing happening. We do have the man of desire, fertility, strength, lots of desire here. And we have you sitting right beside him and you two are looking at each other. So this is you looking at this person, him looking at you, very, very equal here, but I feel he's a bit of work for you with that work card sitting next to it. Can mean that new job and you meet somebody through work, you know, somebody's brother or something through work. All right, that's you, thank you. Up next, Erica, will my husband start working soon? Your husband. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, I wondered why you would ask about, would you be getting another job? I read it wrong. Oh, do you see? I thought you said, do you see? I just thought you starting a new job. I didn't even read his name there. All right, sorry about that, Erica. All right, Erica, soon. Let's do you. Let me just see. All right, guys, we're going to finish up after these last readings. So we've got Erica with her detailed, G-Ram with his detailed, and Sophie with her detailed reading. They're all going to take about nearly 15 minutes each, so that's going to be 1 o'clock. It's going to be 1:30. So we're going to finish up after these three. Divine Goddess, what was your read? Did you do a payment or something, Divine? I have nothing on here. Oh, hang on again. Astro Love paid again as well. Detailed read. I'll just write your question there. All right, so we've got Erica's detailed, G-Ram with a detailed, Sophie with a detailed, and then Anadilia with a detailed. Sophie's question is on PayPal, G-Ram's I'll need on here, and Erica, we're ready to go. We're going to look at when will he be starting a new job and when. Divine did a little super chat thing. And she just wants a general message. Can you ask a question, please, Divine, for that? Like, not just general messages, because it's only going to be a quick thing. I can do top and bottom like I do with star signs. And if you've got a yes or no question in your mind, I can answer a yes or no. All right, so let's get on with this. Erica. Okay, Erica would like to know about Lance and his career. Will Lance be getting a new job soon? And please show me doubles to indicate when and where, what kind of job or whatever. Okay, so career. So after this reading, I'll do Divine's $2 reading, and then we'll go to GRAM with his question. Will Erica's husband, Lance, will he start working soon? I thought he had a job. Didn't he have a job? And it wasn't that great or something? Anyway, will Lance be working soon and when? So I'm going to take, oh, yeah, he will be working soon. This is the job. Now, this normally indicates a job through somebody he's either related to, or you're related to, or a good friend. When we have that, and there's the wishes coming true here. So it also stands for fertility and pregnancy for somebody around Lance. So there could be another pregnancy coming up for someone related to Lance. Or you, because this is your reading. Okay, will he be working soon? When? Yes, he will. First three cards out. Aces are contracts. Money contract, making a firm decision, and double aces is signing the contract, getting a job. Now, this probably means next year. It normally means a year away, but because it's got a 2 next to it of diamonds, I feel like this means going into 2024. So let's just see what else we get on this new job. There's 2 options with the jobs. He's going to be looking at 2 things. Yes, he will be getting the job. We've got double 9s here. We got double aces here. We got double 10s here. I think that what I'm getting here is he'll be put on a trial basis for 9 to 10 weeks, or a 2 to 3 month contract where he gets work like that. So I don't know if he's getting a job where he'll only work for like 9 weeks on that contract, and then from that contract he goes to the next contract, which is going to be 10 weeks. So it can be something like that. The other way of looking at it is these could be dates. The first, so I'll just write these numbers down. So we got 1, 11, 2, 4, 9, 18, 10, and 20. So they all could be dates, times, the length of the contract, okay? But he's got doubles everywhere. While I was shuffling, I needed doubles to say, when's he going to be working and what's he possibly going to be doing? It involves movement. So it involves some kind of travel, like going on planes or boats, or now I do know he's got a military background, so I'm not sure whether somebody from his military background gets him in to something related to that. Not necessarily being that again, because it's showing me where he will be away from you. He will be traveling or something. So, but at the beginning, we do have some kind of surprise coming through here. He gets word about a government contract or something like that, and it's worth a lot of money, but to start with, it's going to be hard. It's literally like somebody that has to travel away and be gone for like a month and then come back. Now, I don't know if because he's military, whether he's looked into things like working in security, security for the government, security for the Air Force, or whatever. But yeah, we got a card that represents anything to do with the government, anything to do with military, anything to do with police, anything to do with accountants as well. So it can be that sort of stuff. So yeah, the main answer to your question, will he be getting a job soon? I'd have to say the two aces coming out right at the beginning will be the job is in January that it comes up, and February he starts work. I just keep getting this feeling about working on contracts that go from contract to contract. The Diamond Empress, yes, it is a government job. Okay, so it is a government job. Well, see, the Black 10 normally would say, no, not going to get a job, but the Black 10 represents a place. It represents a government job. The movement thing and that, you're sitting next to this, looking at this, and you want him to do well, you want this all to happen, you want the money to increase. The money will increase, by the way. But there's this fear with you as well about him not being there. You know, like if he travels and he goes, there's this fear. The whole reading is giving off a big thing about babies. Now, I know that you're not having babies. Babies and jobs can mean new job, new beginning, starting from scratch. The money will be really good. He starts off where he's putting all his efforts in. This is him signing on the dotted line. Yes, I'm committed to this and everything. I don't know if he's got some kind of injury or problem or illness. There will be times where he just can't. He just can't do specific things. There's a minor thing within this job. All of these cards are great, but there is one thing. So let's say that the job requires that he can see at a certain distance, with or without glasses, right? He may be 1 point under what they require for that particular area. Or it might require that he's able to walk a certain distance in X amount of time. And he can, let's say he's got to walk 10 miles and he's got to do that in however long. And he's 10 minutes short of that thing. He will work on whatever and progress forward and get over that hurdle. So there's one little hurdle there where he says he ticks all the boxes, but there's one he doesn't tick. You're going to both be very happy. You're going to be celebrating things. You're going to be talking about where you're investing the money for long-term commitment and future. It's almost like a third of whatever his pay is going to go into a saver for when you are older. Now, I can't remember how old you and him are, but I'm pretty sure that you're not that old. You're not that close to the whole retiring thing. But this job he's doing will take him through to the retirement phase. But there will be where he wants to step out of it before it's finished. But he won't, because this is him continuing to finish on with the job. Really good, and there's also used to having a bit of a celebration about things. But it does look like where he'll be coming and going as well. You're both 43. Okay, well, out here in Australia, 43-year-olds cannot retire to be on a pension or anything till they're 67. They can only retire early. They can retire at 59, like my husband did, and get his superannuation, but he cannot get a government assistance until he's 67, or unless he gets some kind of disability, injury or something along the way. But other people retire early because they are self-funded with, they have retirement money to call it quits. A lot of people quit when they're 55. So you still got a ways to go, even if it's 55. Bottom of the deck with Lance. He's a bit angry and frustrated with himself about where he is or what he wants to do. He has this passion, he knows he's got the learning, he knows he's got the skills there, but he feels like if he turned up at this job, he has all the skills and the energy to go forward. But when he he's frustrated with things, and it may be talking about age, that his boss ends up being like 28 years old or 29 years old, and he's not used to that feeling of the person being like that. Or it could be a female, and he's used to having a male above him, you know, with the authority. Once he gets in there, he turns lemons into lemonade. And I feel that he will utilize skills from his past, what he's learned over the last 20 years, and he'll actually be teaching other people his skill down the track if he sticks at it. His daughter is pregnant with the second child. Okay, that's why we see this pregnancy thing as well. I don't know if he's going to have a lot to do with the baby, or maybe helping out with the other child when she first has the baby. Maybe she needs some help. But that was coming up. All right, lastly, let's just do energy. Think about 2 questions, yes or no. Up next we have GRAM. GRAM with a detailed question. Oh, we're doing Divine Goddess, quick reading. All right, here we go. And then GRAM's question, please. Okay, Erica, just think about 2 sort of energy readings here. Not necessarily yes or no. I don't really like doing yes or no. I'll give you a yes or no, but I think energy is better. All right, here we go. First question. Actually, exactly the same cards Crystal got the first one. She got those cards for her second question. You got it for your first. And these are totally different. All right, if you wanted yes or no, you got with push, yes, yes. And second question, you've got yes, stubborn energy, yes. So both questions are eventually favourable. So let's call them favourable, not yes or no. So whatever the thing you were asking, it's favourable, both of them. So your last messages today, Erica, are you're going to have to push. You're going to have to push. We got you and Lance looking at each other, working together on something, but I feel like he needs a bit of a push with something or encouragement or something. But there's a lot of talking going on, a lot of connection going on. And this is somebody wanting to be strong and be head of the family and all of that sort of thing as well. The other energy is where you've got this desire card here. This is you doing something you desire, something like maybe you used to be a ballerina and you want to go and watch the ballet, or maybe you used to do drawing or painting or write poetry or whatever. I just feel like a creative side of you is coming out. There is something holding you back here, something holding you back with things you want to do. There's a stubborn energy here or something pulling you backwards. You will have the key to success. You just need to focus on it and be positive about it. All right, so up next we've got Divine Goddess. We're going to use the tarots for you. Just a quick, like a yes or no energy reading. What's coming for Divine? What's coming for Divine? And thank you for your little donation today, much appreciated. And hopefully the information I sent you through on WhatsApp about the different things, the fasting, all of that sort of stuff, the app, hopefully that helps you with what you're doing. All right, here we go. No worries, Erica, good luck with it all. I should be back online tomorrow. I'm fingers crossed that we're going to be here again tomorrow. Now, everybody that's watching, haven't got a timer on. Everybody that's watching, if you want a reading and I'm not online, it doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, Saturday. If you want a reading, I do prefer that you pay for the detailed reading or 2 minis. All you got to do is the same process of when I'm live. Do the payment, send me an email if you're not on my WhatsApp. You send me an email, and if you're on WhatsApp, send me a message. Hey Betty, I made payment. Can you do my question? When are you going to be live? If I say I'm going to be live today or I'm going to be live tomorrow, I can do it as soon as I get on live. What I did today, I did Anna Dilia. She paid me yesterday. I did her readings first. We can do it that way. Or if it's Friday and you pay me and I'm not going to be on live until Wednesday next week or Tuesday next week or like this week, Thursday, I will record your reading. It will look exactly like this. All I need is your email to return you a link to your private reading. Now, I don't like doing just a mini reading, a $7 reading. I have to set everything up, so it is a minimum of the detailed reading. If you're a long-time subscriber and donator, I will do a $7 reading for those people that I have been doing it for a long time. But yeah, so if you want a $12 US dollar reading, send it along and just send me an email and we can get that reading done. You don't need to wait till I'm online. All right, so here we go. Gemini, here we go. Gemini for Divine Goddess. Sashi, what do you need to know? Sashi, think about yes or no if you want to, but this is just basically energy reading about where you're going with your job, where you're going with career, what's happening here. Okay, these cards, as you've seen, they were all falling out. It's got something to do with your past. This could be your past training. It can also mean that you need to stop focusing on where you were and what you were doing. Get your head out of that. It's done, it's finished. You've got a new journey. This involves some kind of travel that you're going to be doing. And you've got some kind of balance. Now, it could be working with something that brings justice to people. You might be working with people in the community. You may be bringing about a balanced system back in. But I do feel that your past skills are going to carry you forward into this. Now, it may be something legal as well. You may be working for legal justice for people, you know, legal rights. Bottom of the deck, we have you are stressing yourself. You're bringing your own stress on yourself about it all. You're trying to make a decision. You need to rip off that blindfold and move forward, Sachi. You need to move forward. And trust in your own instincts. Now, under this, I will just give you extra 3 from the top because those ones dropped out. Okay, so we have you taking time out, healing, structuring where you're going. We have you bringing a close to the journey that you're on, releasing yourself from the past, moving forward. And then I believe this would be the boss. Now, you may be working something that's linked to the government or something official or something to do with like an accountant or even insurance, stuff like that. So I don't know if you've got any law background or anything like that, but that can represent that. But you need to trust in your own instincts. And the reason I wanted to show you what was coming up next, you've got options presented here. So this shows the woman. She's grabbing hold of the one option and she's looking at her future of where she wants to go. Yeah. So that's what we got for you, Sashi. Thank you so much. You don't have law background. So you could be working with somebody, like you could be working in a law firm doing other stuff, you know, and it's got something to do with law or government. It doesn't have to be law. It can be military. It can be government. It can be even teaching as well. It can be something to do with working in a school or teaching or something like that. All right, that's Divine. Up next we got G-Ram. Sorry for the delay, G-Ram. What is G-Ram's question? Okay. Well, the journalism and all of that, it's like you're, you know, some people work getting social justice for communities. So you may be going and covering stories about people who have nothing in their community or people who they haven't got access to clean water or something. I just feel that there's something where you're bringing about a balance and a justice to the people you're working with through what you do. Anyway, you have a great weekend and thanks for joining us today. G-Ram. Oh, just a love reading for Gerardo today. Okay. Gerardo. Up next is Sophie. and her question is on PayPal. And then we have Anadilia to finish the day off, and she wants to know about love as well. And I've got the hiccup, so hang on a sec. Pineapple. It worked. It worked. Everybody that's watching and you think I'm crazy, I was told in a shopping centre, I was shopping and I was hiccuping, and the lady next to me said, take a breath and say pineapple. And she said the hiccups will go away. And I did it and I went, how does that work? So that's why I did that. I don't know if you say a different word like spaghetti. I don't know if saying a different thing will work and do the same thing. I'm thinking it has something to do with taking the breath and then saying the word. I think it's your breathing. All right, here we go. GRAM. Yeah, remember that one, Astro Love. It's worked every time I've done it. Only once it didn't work. And when I did it the second time, it worked. I don't know why. Gerardo wants to know what's coming towards him in love. Who is coming towards Gerardo in love? Which part of the world are you in, Gerardo? I've never really asked. I remember you said something about being at a distance from your brother and your nephew who's going through hard times. But I don't remember where you're actually from. What's coming towards you in love? It's off to a good start, but then it gets very clouded. Your problem with love, I'm looking at that problem area, and your challenges with love is breaking down the barrier. The female's here, the woman's here. She's possibly at a distance from you. She's possibly, when she talks to you, you're not too sure, but you are sure. It's sort of like it's on and it's off. It can be someone from your childhood, or someone where you used to work, or somewhere you used to live. Because I'm getting this vibe about connected to something from the past. This woman normally would have fair skin, blue or green eyes, light coloured hair, could be a light brown coloured hair, pretty much straight hair. She may work in medical, she may work in finance. So she might be a banker, she might be a stockbroker, she might work in real estate, anything to do with money and all of that. Not so much retail. Retail is a different symbol altogether. But then again, she might work in nursing, doctor, dentist, any kind of healing, even massage therapy, all of that. This is what I see coming out. You and her, a connection. Something beautiful, feels nice, talking the truth, talking about things. And then for some reason it goes like this. Now it could mean that she's had a tough life. It could mean that there's some kind of illness, something around her mother, her father. It could be that she works in medical and she's around sickness and death and things like that all the time. Then where you're going with this person, you're coming up with ideas about travelling to see her or taking her somewhere, going on a holiday, enjoyment. And it's looking really, really good. We got the King of Hearts, which would be you, ready to open up your heart. A soulmate connection, beautiful connection. But then we got the Black Four, and sitting right across from it is this other Black Four. There's something niggling inside about this connection. Now, this whole thing could be reverse. It could be where she's coming from, that she's suspicious because of where she's been. So I feel that you're ready. You're ready for putting out that invitation, the 2 jacks, the invitation. You're ready to open up. You're ready to make a firm decision. You want to make a firm decision. You want to travel with this person. You want to have enjoyment with this person. I think that she's concerned that it's not 100%. It's not right. We have you entertaining, going out to dinner, enjoyment, socializing, enjoyment there. Then we have this somebody wanting you to step out of your comfort zone. So let's say you meet whoever she is, blonde, brown-haired, blue-eyed woman, and you feel it's a good connection. You're talking about where you want to go. This would be her saying, I want you to come with me to this thing, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. That's where you feel comfortable. This is where you feel uncomfortable. So yeah, there's a bit of a mismatch here between you and this person. It could work out. I mean, we got another 5 here. Now we've got triple 5s here. So I'm thinking that this might tell me of where you're going to meet her. 5s represent out of your house when you're out entertaining or when you're at work. So it's something like that where you're working or whatever. The 5s also could represent when she's born, the 5th, the 15th, the 10th, or May. She may be born in May. The 5s also mean that you make plans and you travel to be with her, and then the plans don't go ahead, and then you make plans again and you go out with her at night. This is about going out at night. It could be where you buy tickets to a concert and you find out that she hates that particular music, and that's why that black 7's there. So there is a connection, there is a thought on your part of it that this could be something, it could go somewhere. She's possibly someone from your past, or she's connected to someone from your past. So that could be you and Johnny went to school together, and you run into Johnny, and Johnny's with some friend of his, and he's known this person for a while, and he says, you two would be good together. So something like that. Bottom of the deck, definitely there's a romantic thing there. I feel that you could have something. Now this woman is different. This woman is showing up as the person who's had something go bad with her. She may have had somebody cheat on her or whatever, so she keeps herself very guarded. I feel the one woman and this woman, I feel it's the same person. Because I feel that hidden is that she secretly does desire this connection, but she's basing how she is with you on what happened to her before. She's scared of basically being hurt and cheated on. So it's also showing me where it's coming through this friend connection from the past again. It can be a family connection as well. It can be your cousin says, hey, I know this woman, she'd be great for you, you know, stuff like that. All right, let's see what else we've got for you. I did set the clock, I'm just checking. All right, Gerardo. What's coming towards Gerardo in love? It'll be funny if we get the Queen of Pentacles, because that was a Queen of Diamonds, or the Queen of Swords, which is a Queen of Spades. If you want to go by star signs, I always say that the diamonds, even though they related to Pentacles, I always say diamonds is fire, because it's sharp, it's red, fire is red and pointy. You know, flames are pointy. Before I even knew anything about tarot pentacles being star signs, because I never linked up star signs. So to me, that would be earth. To you, it might be fire. To me, it would be fire. To you, it might be earth. And the other one would be air. So it could be her sun and her moon and rising signs. All right. And guess what just dropped out for you? The 10 of Cups. That's socializing and enjoyment and being with lots of people. Now we do have Christmas. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas where you are or in your culture. But anyway, if you do, everybody, Merry Christmas and whatever it is you celebrate. If you don't, Happy Holidays. It's all coming up now. All the shops are full of Christmas. This club is full of Christmas stuff. I'm surprised I haven't put anything for Christmas in here. It's all blank in here. All right. Eventually you'll get there with love. I feel that this is trying to show me where this person's coming from. Somebody that's done, they've had an overload, they've had a lot of things go on in their life. You are literally drawing this person in. You're bringing this person into your life, or they're reaching out to the universe and saying, send me this person, send me Gerardo. There's you ready to take this person on a journey of love. You will desire them immensely. We've got the Queen, the Empress sitting right here. We do have the emotional detachment thing at first though. So I feel that you spot this person, you meet this person, you socialize. We have the Ten of Cups there. There's conversations going on. You're starting to feel something, but there's something she hasn't fully completed, but she will complete it with this death thing here. It can represent Scorpio. That could represent Scorpio. I feel that the Empress would be a water sign because she's all about fertility, which is cups to me. Now, you will definitely have a friendship connection with this person. Whether it's going to grow, I'm not too sure, because we do have an emotional disconnection coming up afterwards. We also have this, the person you meet will be looking at your social media, who are you friends with, how much money do you earn, what kind of family have you got, where were you before, have you been married, have you had kids. So I feel like that's you and her looking at the background, looking at everything that's going on. I just feel that the person you meet, you'll have desire, you're ready, but she's not too sure. She's a bit concerned. We also have you wanting to rush in, wanting to take this thing to the next level. You're wanting a new beginning, and if you've got a wish in your heart right now, your wish is coming true. It could mean Aquarius. We did have an air sign come out in the poker deck. It could mean an Aquarius. And you have the Fool there. The Fool is all star signs, beginning of the deck. All right, GRAM, we will do these for you. Last messages for GRAM. Now, I want you to think about what's the energy around this particular person. Now, if I mention somebody that made you think, oh, maybe that's blah, 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 because I did feel that something coming in from the past. Hang on a sec. Sophie and Anadilia. Anadilia, can you send me your question on WhatsApp? And Sophie, can you send me your question on email? I have to go. My husband's standing outside the door ready to go. That's unheard of. We're normally here till 2 or 3 o'clock. Anyway, let's finish this off for you, GRAM, and then we're out of here. So Sophie, please send me your email with your question in there, okay? Astro Love, no problem. So when I get home, if I get time, I'll get it done as soon as I can. Okay, energy for your 2 questions are, if you wanted yes and no, you've got maybe yes, yes, and you've got a wish coming true here in the cards. And the other one is maybe. So there's no answer there. Your last messages are, you're going to be presented with 2 options. There may actually be 2 different females, 2 different streets you can go down. You will, whatever efforts you put in, you will start to see the love, the harmony and what you're wanting. And wishes coming true here. Can mean Aquarius, star sign or air sign. Here you're going to be put to the test of which direction you want to go. You need to learn from the past here, be wise with your choice. And you need to give something some time. Okay, thank you so much, GRAM, and everybody else that donated today. Thank you to all the ladies that helped me out on my channel. Astro Love, have we got Sophie here in the room to send me an email? Sophie, are you here? Sophie? Can somebody put it in text? Sophie, I need you to send me your question so I can email you your reading. Guys, I have to turn this off. I've got to go. Alright, unplug that. Yeah, I know. I've got her question, but I need her email so I can email her back. I think I've got her email anyway. All right, thank you, everyone. I'm out of here. Bye for now.